Hello out there. We are excited to be with you again today. Katie Perez from ESSDACK. I'm here with Ginger Lewman. And today we're going to go through a list of follow-up questions that we have from a district that we were working with yesterday. So we worked with a great group of about 150 teachers via Zoom yesterday. And at the end of it, we still had some questions that we didn't quite get to and that were kind of left lingering that we think they're big. We think that these people had some really great, smart questions. And so we're going to answer them today for them. And then we're going to share it with the world too, because I think a lot of you might be wrestling with some of this in your own heads.
I see
Yeah.
a lot of these questions coming through on social media. And I think the truth is, Katie, you and I, as we split up the groups and then did different breakouts to really try to alleviate the fact that we were sitting on the computer for 2 hours, we could have answered all of these questions if we had the torture devices to keep people in their seats at Zoom for like a good 6 hours,
Ever.
right? 4 hour session. We just try to be good to people and take little small bites and keep moving forward. Besides, it was
Yeah.
their first day of school today, their new school,
Yes.
and while they have these questions, their minds are also thinking about their babies. So
hmm Yeah. Yeah. As they should be right now, right?
yeah.
So the first set here, Ginger, do you want to share the screen or do you want me to share the screen? What's
I
easiest
am
there?
sharing away. Here we go.
Okay. So this first set of questions here are really, I see these and I just think so much of our colleagues that do the work with inspired leadership. We have an amazing team of people. And when I see, you'll notice if you're looking at them now that they're not questions. These are some pretty true statements that I'm seeing around a lot of places. And so to me, when I saw these, I thought, well, they're not questions. How are we going to tackle this? And I think the best way is to just clarify and affirm these statements, right? So, right now, we have lost something. Right now, it is a time where to me, it feels like my entire world shifted and changed overnight. And that I didn't have any time to process all of the things that were lost. It wasn't until we went and picked up my daughter's stuff from school that she realized that meant her spring music program is canceled, and she was really looking forward to that spring music program. She loves it. She loves to perform. She likes to be on stage, and I don't get to do that this year, right? And so we have those seniors who aren't going to have their traditional prom, traditional graduation, perhaps. We have sports players who just had their last season, or maybe their first season, or maybe it's just their passion and they don't get to play this year.
And that's kind
It's
of
okay.
scary. It's kind of scary too.
Yeah, it is. It is scary.
I was relying on this to get scholarships to go to.
Yeah.
Now what am I going to do? Or now what's my
Now
kid
what am I
going to do because it's not made of
gonna do?
money? Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think just recognizing that it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be sad, to mourn that loss, and to know that you're not alone. You're not alone in this. These seniors across the country are facing the same thing, and that doesn't make it better. I'm not saying that to say, oh, well, nobody's playing their sport this year, get over it. That's not what I'm saying. It's that you're not alone, right? You're not alone in this. And so we can talk about it. I am really sad that I don't get to do this, and it hurts. And let people be sad for a while. And then support them and help them find some joys on the other side of it. I think that's going to be really important as we shift through here.
We get really nervous when people start feeling emotions, whether it's
Mm,
ourselves or somebody else. And in the world of education, we want to jump in and fix it and make everything okay. And that's maybe right now probably not a healthy thing to do. It's
right.
good to feel what we're feeling, acknowledge it, and be okay with feeling sad because it's reality.
Yeah.
That being said, I have some thoughts for fixing that feeling. I was wondering, and I'm just going to toss this out here. I don't really have good thoughts about sports. I mean, I do have good thoughts about sports, but but I mean, in this situation, I wonder if there's a way to think about the possibilities of online connection for our showcases.
Yeah.
Because I
Mm-hmm.
know back in the day, we used to do online coffee shops with kids across the country. And so we would have students who would come on stage and play the guitar or sing their song. And meanwhile, we're serving coffee in a room, analog with ourselves, but we have like a window to other coffee shops open. And then we would get off the stage and then they would get on the stage. And that way we had literally a global coffee shop going on. I don't know if that's possible as a showcase, or have kids perform and then have it on a website that is there. And some kids can't perform. You know, if we're singing, it's nice to have an accompanist, and I don't have a piano in my house. And those are hurdles. But if it is possible, what could we do? But we don't just jump right to those solving solutions right now. Feel our feelings first and realize it's okay.
Yeah. And they're all okay. The energy we're experiencing is all okay. And if we hide it or we tell people to not feel it, all we're really doing then is giving them permission to internalize. And we're going to see that come out eventually anyway in a different way. And so how do we just honor emotions right now? Things will go back to a new normal. And they return. I have really enjoyed watching people do performances online though. Like when Zoom, like a choir on Zoom, I texted some friends and I was like, oh, you need to make this happen. Like this is really fun. It doesn't sound the best, but it's fun. Like how can we create new right now? Yeah.
I have a friend who teaches film and video making, and he lives and works in Hong Kong. And he has been putting together different scenarios for years with kids. Well, I say for years, probably 2 years across the globe. And so he will invite me or Kevin Honeycutt, our colleague, and we'll invite other teachers and educators that we know to get involved with this. And so now he's running a TikTok dance challenge, and then he puts it all together into like a video cube, which is kind of fun. Now he has those video skills. Maybe I don't have those video skills, but I bet I can find somebody who does, and maybe we can partner that class, video making class, with my kids who need to perform and have a performance. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah.
Also talking about both sides of our mouths right here. I'm talking out because you're saying be cool, and I'm saying yes. And we can.
I think it is a both and. It is honor it and figure out what you can do to raise your level of energy. I always tell my kiddo that, you know, we can raise or lower energy in the room. And when we're lowering it, we need to find someone who can help us raise it, right? It's that co-care piece. And so how do we balance that right now? Be sad and then don't wallow in it. Once you're done being sad, find a new way to be happy. You have other things you're passionate about, or this is a great time to find something new.